What's up, guys? I thought it would be kind of neat to try something a bit new today. Today I'm going to be doing a toy review of the Beast Wars Optimist primal figure. I just got him today. He just came in. He was a bit of a delay from my birthday, but here he is in all of his monkey ape glory. And he is truly cool. And it's also not because I am actually watching Transformers Beast Wars right now. Yeah, it's mostly because of that, but still. He is pretty cool as a figure, but he does have issues which I am going to get into. But first, here we are with his articulation. He's a cool little monkey. He has some movement in his arms here. Like, he's pretty cool. He is kind of neat. He has this button on the back that when you pull it, these things come out, and I don't really know why. You can tell it's not scripted, but anyway, he does have this thing that when you push it on his back, these cannons here come out, which are pretty cool, which, yeah, it's pretty neat. And I do have some things which I am grabbing here in this recording. He has these little missile things, so when you plug them in, you can actually fire them, and they do actually stick in. You're gonna have to maneuver them a bit, but they do actually stick in once you get them in the right way, and you can fire them. Like that, yeah. Which is kind of neat, I do agree, yes. Now, to get on to like a certain part of the transformation, you have to put these things back down, because they will actually end up coming back up, because they are kind of annoying. Anyway, we are going to get on to the transformation now. You can see here, we are getting on to the transformation. I'm using like a mug I have to like prop my phone up, since I don't really have access to a tripod right now. Not that I ever, but here we are using the thing. You see, first thing you want to do is take his faceplate and move it down a bit. It is a little tricky because it is kind of hard to tricky. I'm pretty sure they're using an old design for this, because you see it kind of popped off, but don't worry, it's not broken. It will go back on. You just gotta mess with it a bit. I can tell they kind of used a more older design for it. Like, I think they used it one from like when the show was around. They can just brought back the old design. Now you switch it out and it reveals his chest plate, which you move down. And there's another part which I completely didn't notice, which you can see there. Then you move out his feet, then you put his arms down. Then with his arm plates, you use this thing right here to pull out his shoulder pads, like so. Okay, there I go. Okay, having a little struggle getting the on hold. These things can get a little struggling, just so you know, with these kinds of circumstances. Then we have there, okay. Then another thing we need to do here is we take his feet, which I'm pretty sure I actually forgot to actually fix, which is a bit of a weird flex, but I do know now. I think I didn't notice that before, but next thing you need to do is you turn his hips around to face the opposite side, there, and then you bring out his other pair of feet, which is here. Then when you go that out, he can stand up straight, and you can see here that I'm actually fixing the problem I had. Yeah, you can tell I'm talking over this whole video here, but yeah. Any other way, you can see the figure is almost coming together, and you can see it's complete. Now, some things I have about this figure, it is really cool looking, and to be frank, there is a better version of this toy out there, I think. But the reason why I like this one so much is because it has I just like the face it has, and you can see the guns can still come out. Those guns are kind of annoying, so if you want them out, you can just have them out. But he actually has some other gimmicks, and another gimmick that's kind of frustrating is his arms move at the same pace, but he does actually have some great opposability. Like, that's one on demonstration here. He can do a full 360 with his arms, and his other arm can do the same thing. It's just there is a kind of a weird gimmick where his arms turn at the same time, or just the down part of his arms, which are kind of annoying to deal with. And he does actually have another gimmick, which I might be getting to about now. In this other gimmick he has is with his right arm or left arm. is when you pull this other thing out, it reveals another gun, because you can never have too many guns with Transformers. And I'm getting another missile thing. Now, what I did realize that these types of ones are a bit more tricky than the shorter cannons. I had trouble just realizing how deep they were supposed to go in there, which was kind of annoying. And I do agree that this one may that this was probably not the way it was supposed to go, but it's what I could get it in. It did fire, so that's what I got. Anyway, returning the cannon back to whence it came in his arm, he can. I think next we're gonna get more towards the shoulder. Okay, we're gonna get more towards the more of the articulation, which I think I just expanded articulation. So if you see, it is a good figure, a good enough figure, I suppose. Yeah. And what I can imagine what will happen next here, we will be discussing another key detail. Yeah. And the complaints I have is the arms themselves, when they move together. Like it's like a mechanism thing that has to do with the transformation. Like that is kind of annoying that the arms are connected. Like they do have the example here isn't exactly great, but it is exactly what I could get it for. And the posability is kind of limited because of how junky it is. And those cannons can be really annoying, but other than that, he is a cool figure. I especially like his head. Like that's why I like this one because he has his head. And he does stand pretty okay, he stands decent and he does have other weapons here, like this sword. He does have a mask, but I ended up taking it off because it didn't look great. And he can actually pose fairly well with it. Like he has good posability with them. Like they look great when he's holding them. I mean, and here he is some with some other figures, like some figures I got in a Bionicle, and see you guys next time.